Oh, hey, good morning, hockey fans. This is Stephen Heisler with HeisHockey.com, the Victorious Hockey Company, the world famous junior hockey discussion group on Facebook. You are watching the Junior Hockey Morning Show. We're bright eye and bushy tailed this morning. You can find us on the World Sports Broadcasting Network, WSBN.TV, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. Maybe in your living room, in your car this morning, listening to us, not watching while driving. That would be a crime in some places. Today is Friday, April 21st, 2023. Are you ready for the playoffs? Let's talk a little bit about what happened last night in the National Hockey League. My Leafs. Listen, what I'm about to say is not popular in my general physical area. Orlando is Lightning country for now, until the Panthers move here. I'm hearing about that rumor. But as for today, the Lightning are it. You'll see Bolt stuff all over Orlando. You drive to Tampa. I was here last weekend. Lightning stuff is everywhere. And the Lightning is where I spent a couple of my years. But I bleed blue. Look behind me. You see all that? That pretty much summarizes my allegiance to all things Toronto. Don't like the baseball team too much. Don't like the basketball team at all. But when it comes to hockey, I gotta love the Leafs. My dad loved the Leafs. My grandparents loved the Leafs. So that's what I do. I think I'm so old that my parents, in that time period, you either love the Leafs or the Habs. And we don't speak French. Go Leafs. Last night, huge 7-2 win, kind of bounced back from the Lightning kicking their butt earlier in the week. Big win over Tampa Bay last night in Toronto. That series moves to Tampa. Other matchups, the Rangers are up 2-0 on the Devils in that little Cross River war. Carolina's up 2-0 on the Islanders. And every other series is tied at 1 apiece. The most important thing to talk about today, North American Hockey League playoffs start tonight. We went through an entire season, preseason. We went through the camps last year, acquiring these teams and building these teams up. And now it comes down to the final 8 games or 8 matchups. We know my picks. We talked about that on Monday. We're just going to go over tonight's games and what we expect. Generals at Maryland. Clint Meyerlock's group is going to crush the Generals tonight. Like a broken clock, the Generals might pick up 1 game in this series, if that. Otherwise, Maryland's going to dominate. Maine Nordiques are at Jersey tonight. Look it. The Titans have a much better shot than the Islanders. I'll tell you that right now. Nordiques are not that strong of a program. We talked about it all year long. There was a sale of the Nordiques that was supposed to happen in the last Board of Governors meeting. It fell through literally at the last minute. They're waiting for a deposit. It didn't come. That sale didn't go through. The Nordiques are a mess. Jersey, rock solid. Control their own building. Control everything going around them. Nordiques are done. Jersey sweeps this series, I think. They're certainly going to win, but I think Jersey sweeps the Nordiques. Midwest Division. Chippewa goes to Eagle River Sports Arena tonight, goes to the Dome, takes on the Wendigo, who had been red hot pretty much since October. But look, Wendigo don't have what Chippewa has between the pipes. That Adam Ganjay kid is ridiculous. Ask the U.S. national team at World Juniors. You know, it's kind of cool to go look at a kid during World Juniors. We watched all those games. And to see that kid do so well there, struggled a little bit when he went back to Green Bay. But he's back in Chippewa. He's dialed in. That kid can steal the whole Robertson Cup. One player. I mean, it takes a whole team, right? But we know about hot goalies. We know it can happen with a hot goalie. And Chippewa has one. And that kid is lights out when he is on. Will he turn the lights out tonight in Wisconsin? We're going to find out. Next, Kenai River visits the Minnesota Wilderness. Brett Skinner, Coach of the Year. How did you fix that disaster in Wisconsin? How do you work around Dave Boyce? I don't know. But it's been impressive. Wilderness will beat Kenai tonight, tomorrow night. That series will be quick. Kenai's a good hockey team. They really are. Brett Skinner is a much better coach. Central Division tonight. St. Cloud at Aberdeen again. Dude, I am a huge Corey Millen fan. But what the North American Hockey League referees have done to that man this year is embarrassing. Embarrassing for the league. Chris Canavati and his family have owned that team for a very long time. Probably, I think, the longest standing continuous NHL ownership to date right now. I believe that team is gone. I believe that the North American Hockey League referees and Cabal and Fawcett, you ran that guy out of the league. I believe they're done with you. Good job, Fawcett. Good job, Cabal. You guys suck. St. Cloud at Aberdeen. Aberdeen's going to win the series because St. Cloud probably has 9 players that can't play because they've been hurt. Coach can't coach. 9 players can't play. What the hell do you expect to happen tonight? Aberdeen takes the series. Minot at Austin. This will be a war. I don't care what team finished in 4th, what team finished in 1st. Minot can play. Austin is dialed in. A little slow coming into the playoffs, but that was by design, I think. Everybody's well rested. We'll see all the tools in the shed tonight. Austin takes the series, but it's going to be a battle. Let's go out west to Oklahoma. Kind of cool to have the first playoff game at the Blazers Ice Center in Oklahoma City tonight. Amarillo comes to town. Amarillo has not fared well this year against Oklahoma. That will continue. Oklahoma should sweep the series. Amarillo might steal a game here, but that's about it. But it won't happen tonight in Oklahoma. Then the absolute war, the civil war. Dan Wildfung, Soupy, the coach in Shreveport. We got ourselves a war. I don't care about the standings. I don't care what happened last month. When Lone Star faces Shreveport in hockey, when the Brahmas face the Mudbugs, it's going to be nuts. Just nuts. Tonight's game is in North Richland Hills. They won't even allow Mudbug fans to come in. You might see 1,000 of them out in the parking lot. Well, they won't get tickets because those are all done, sold out. When Lone Star switches and goes to Shreveport, there's plenty of seats, but not at the NYTEX Sports Center. No way. Shreveport's going to go into the fire tonight. I believe they're going to take the series. I think they have a little bit more this year than Dan Wildfun Brahmas. Jason Campbell has his team dialed in. They're red hot going into the playoffs. I think the series is theirs to take. We're going to find out tonight how this series starts out. We usually don't do Saturday morning shows. Just don't do them. But tomorrow and all through the playoffs, we're going to try to get those done. So I'll pop in tomorrow and react a bit to today's games. Will we have any surprises? Probably. Oh, my goodness, I hit the camera. Stephen, what are you doing? But until tomorrow morning, here's what I want you to do. Go into the groups. Let me hear and see your predictions, and we'll ridicule you tomorrow morning if you're wrong. No, not really. But let's see your picks. Tanner Wilson, let me see your picks. Let's see what you guys think about this weekend's games in these 8 series. Maybe I'm not the only one who's crazy. Coach, are you not in the game right now? Are you guys out? Let's see who's going to win. Chime in. Let's see what you got. There's 8,200 people in our group. I want to hear from you guys. Who is going to win the Robertson Cup? Until tomorrow, I hope that you enjoy your morning coffee and have an absolutely great day in hockey.